Hi, this is Dr. Jack Allergy. You can follow me on my YouTube channel at Dr. Jack Allergy. That's DrJackAllergy. And you can subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at hashtag Dr. Jack Allergy, spelled the same way. If you have questions, please feel free to use the comments section down below. I'll do my best to answer them either in written format, and then I'm going to cherry pick the more common questions, and I'm actually going to do videos answering those to get it out to more people. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and please hit the like button down below. Okay, so we've talked about what is hay fever. We've given some definitions. What are the common allergens that contribute to hay fever? But here I want to talk about symptoms and complications of hay fever. So what are the common symptoms that we think about with hay fever? There is sneezing, runny nose, nasal congestion, postnasal drainage. So when I talk about runny nose, I mean out the front. When I talk about postnasal drainage, I mean down the back of your throat. There are itchy eyes, watery eyes, red eyes. There can be an itchy nose, itchy mouth, itchy throat, puffy or swollen eyelids. All of those are common symptoms. Some less common symptoms, but still rather prevalent, include headaches. It just makes sense. You have pressure in your sinuses, in your head. It can trigger a headache, and vice versa can make headaches worse. They've been known to actually exacerbate migraines. We have things known as sinus headaches. But other less common but still symptoms can include ear fullness, sore throats, difficulty focusing, fatigue, coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, sleep disturbances. Lots of things can happen with allergies. People just don't always think about it. So what are complications of hay fever? And these include many physical issues such as sinus infections. Okay? You have inflammation within the sinuses due to allergies, and it predisposes you to developing an infection. There are ear infections. Occasionally you can get eye infections, also something known as a stye. Ruptured eardrums leading to hearing loss. There can be a decreased sense of smell and taste. Sinus headaches, and then we talked about even exacerbation of migraines. What about indirect complications? Well, there's missing work, missed school, doctor's visits, the cost of doctor's visits, not just the cost out of pocket, but cost of missing work or missing school. There are medications. There are antibiotics, which many times might not even be necessary. There's fatigue, irritability, difficulty concentrating or focusing, people limiting their activities or exercise due to their hay fever symptoms. And many parents of children with hay fever have said that their children are more moody and irritable during their allergy season. And some children cannot always express their symptoms verbally, so they may express their discomfort by acting out at school or at home. It's interesting. Sometimes allergies lead to those hyperactive or attention deficit symptoms. All right, so getting into some of the economic burdens, this is quite amazing. Approximately 60 million Americans are affected by allergic diseases, ranking hay fever as the third leading chronic disease in the U.S. among individuals that are younger than 45 years of age, and the fifth leading cause of chronic disease among all Americans. Up to 30% of adults and 40% of children suffer from hay fever and hay fever symptoms. When considering the impact of lost productivity and days off from work on the 60 million Americans with hay fever, the health-related expenditures attributable to hay fever are significant. In 2010, Americans with hay fever spent approximately $17.5 billion, that's billion with a B, dollars on health-related costs, and lost more than 6 million work and school days, and made 16 million visits to the doctor. Outpatient doctor or ER visits account for approximately 1/3 of hay fever-related direct costs, and prescription medications account for nearly the entire remainder. So, hay fever As I've said, not always, as I will say to people, it's like acne. It doesn't kill you, it just ruins your life. Hay fever is a significant drain on the American medical system and costs a lot. And so future videos we're going to talk about diagnosis of hay fever or seasonal allergies or pollen allergies and the treatment options. Treatment, I'm going to have to break up into even more specialized videos just talking about each specific treatment because I really want to break down what I think is the best and most important, moving down to what's going to be the least beneficial for all the general public and patients. Once again, this is Dr. Jack Allergy. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe and like. And if you have questions, please feel free to comment down below. I'll do my best to get back to them. Thank you.